Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time with DreZ and Huck.
Okay, no, this opener sucks.
A little harder than it looked.
It is Brewsday Tuesday, and it is DreZ and Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz in Studio B today.
Studio B.
Don't you love coming into Studio B, Huck?
It means we have company.
It does mean we have company. We actually have Mike from Parkway Brewing Company in the hizzy. How's it going?
Good. Glad to be here.
I'm glad you came, and I'm glad that you did the right thing and brought a beer o'plenty to share with us.
did.
That's kind of my thing. That's what I do. Beer's where we have to be. So
Yeah,
let's
well,
bring beer.
absolutely. It's rightfully so. So we're going to showcase a couple beers today that I think are fairly new over at Parkway, correct?
Yeah, one of them is brand new in package. We've done some of these before in just draft releases, but the current one is Coal Miner's Daughter. It's our dry Irish stout.
The Coal Miner's Daughter, which you handed me, the dry Irish
so
stout.
DreZ has the Coal Miner's Daughter.
At a
And then the other one is
4.5.
Moment on the Lips. It's a chocolate orange milk stout. So
That's
make
what-
sure everybody
that's what I'm
gets the right
drinking.
things. But
Yeah, as long as we just like
yeah,
drink
no,
different
it's all
things.
good. I mean, hey, beer's beer. So.
Because then we found out if we drink the same things, we're just like cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah,
that's great.
and the thing is me and Huck's palate are very similar. So basically, we just repeat ourselves
You just pass the glass back and forth.
of
Right.
what we think. But cool, man. So obviously you've been with Parkway for how long?
Coming up on 2 years in March.
And what exactly are you doing over there?
So I'm the brewmaster and the general manager.
So you're the head you're the main man.
Yeah, HMFIC.
All right.
Not even trying.
We're not going to spell that out on the
let's
radio.
not do that one.
But cool, man. So you've been there a couple years, and so you're the headmaster over there. So I guess you're coming up with a lot of these crazy concoctions, huh?
So combination myself, the Moment on the Lips is actually something that I came up with. My wife inspired me with some flavors, and off we went. I have a lead brewer and a whole brew team, and they have all input to it too. So
So you guys keep like a stable of 7 or 8 beers, and then you just add some.
yeah, so
Seasonally.
year round we do. So we have 3 core brands plus 2 flavored IPAs that are year round availability. And then we have 6 seasonals. We say seasonal, but only 2 months at a time.
Right.
And then 12 draft-only batches. And this year we'll have 3 wood-aged batches coming out. So 24 beers during the year.
What kind of wood aging are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing
I
with that?
have some, we're doing a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Brown Ale.
Nice.
That'll be the fall.
You had
we
me
do,
at Bourbon Barrel Imperial.
Okay.
You had me even before then, man.
Oak aged Get Bent.
wood.
So we came up with this really innovative way to age Get Bent on oak without taking incredible amounts of time in the fermenter.
Nice.
And then we have one coming out. It should be done about mid-February. It's called Red Raven. It's Raven's Roost aged in red wine barrels.
Ah, the Red Raven. Cool. So yeah, you mentioned. I know that the Raven's Roost is probably one of the better known ones, but I'd say probably Get Bent is
Flagship.
Would you say your flagship?
Get Bent is a flagship.
So if you've had Get Bent, that's what we're talking about, Parkway Brewing, and then of course the Majestic Mullet. Everybody loves
Yeah, I
that
love the
one.
Coles.
And the mullet's kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
Being in the industry, you can't drink huge beers all the time.
Oh, you
'cause
can.
You can, but it
Some
kind
of
of
us-
messes with my palate. And, I love Get Bent, and I'm going to drink it as much as I can, but I need to be able to taste still. And, hey, 7.2% versus 5.6 for the mullet. I'm going with the mullet for the lawnmower beer in my world.
There you
Not
go.
that it's lawnmower beer. It has better flavor than lawnmower
So,
beer.
so the Ravens Roost, is that named after the overlook on the Parkway?
It is.
Okay.
That's,
That's where
it's
I
kind
grew
of-
up partying there.
Nice. Hey,
45
it
years
fits,
ago.
so.
Yeah. That's where we went because it's far enough away that the Rangers didn't want to drive all the way there at 2 a.m.
Yep.
And no cops were coming up there. So, it's far enough. We try to get it far enough away that they didn't, they'll do a loop of 10 miles. We were like 16 miles out. So
Yep.
it's perfect.
That way,
of course, then we all walked home. We
Of course.
Of course you did. You walked home.
Yeah, you have
actually
to.
could hang glide at home from there.
Not a
Have
bad
you tried
idea.
that?
No, but I've seen it.
Oh, nice.
They used to do it off Ravens Roost. I think they banned it. Somebody got caught in a tree, but
Yeah.
And the people down the valley where they landed, you can't always determine where you're going to end up. So.
Somebody's an idiot, and they take away all the
Right.
fun.
Yeah, take away all the fun. But anyway, they had a lot of fun before they did.
So Mike, you've been there for a couple years now, but do you know a lot of the history and stuff with Parkway? Can you give me the 411 on how it started and all that sort of jazz, how long it's been around?
We opened in 2000. We were formed in 2012, and we opened in 2013, January.
Okay.
Matter of fact, our 5-year anniversary is coming up on the 27th. We have a big party going on.
Sweet.
It was a collaboration between two couples, the Worthingtons and the Snyders, and they came up with this idea, and they made this company. It just happened that Keno and Ryan were working at Roanoke Railhouse, and they decided they wanted to do their own thing, so they opened Parkway and built a big brew house and a little tap room, and quickly outstripped the tap room. And we've grown so fast. I mean, I've been doing this for 15 years professionally, and I've never seen a brewery grow this kind of leaps and bounds just on its own.
Well, it's always been a great place to go, and then they keep adding on every time they do. They make it a little better.
And we pride ourselves on having great bands and a good vibe for it and a good feel for everything.
My buddies Groove Escape play there all the time.
Yeah.
We like it when Groove Escape comes. So
Yeah, Huck and I were talking about how you guys are pretty much, I mean, like I said, pretty much anytime I get out there, it's bands playing, you get the food truck and all that stuff. And you're saying 5-year anniversary of the birthday party coming up. You guys got a fun little shindig plan? What's going down for that?
We do. 2 bands, nothing. It's free to come. We'll have some new beers that we've put out, some things you've never had before. Pull out some of the stuff from the library, as it will. We keep some odd things here and there, like barrel-aged Magella and stuff like that. So
For
we'll bring
special
them out.
occasions.
And we're also going to bring in 5 beers from 5 different breweries that have either influenced us or we feel we've influenced them since they've opened up.
Cool.
So
big party. Everybody's invited.
Yeah, everybody's invited. And 2 bands. I know one of them is a name I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
I've heard of them. They're good.
And then the other one, we're still nailing that down. But it'll be, like I said, all day. Come on out.
All right. Well, cool. Well, we'll look that up and we'll get some more details about that. But I think for now, man, it might be time to untap these bad boys. Which, by the way, that's how we like to rate our beers that we drink on this show. Untapped is the app. It's free. And it's a great thing. It's a handy thing to have if you are a beer drinker. Mike, you on Untapped?
I am on Untapped.
Do you know what your handle is?
Probably Pro Brewer.
Pro Brewer?
See, they never know.
They never know for sure.
They never know.
But Huck's Beer Buzz is his. DreZ Drinks is mine. So if you want to friend us, you can look it up. And, you check in beers, you give it a rating and all that good stuff. Huck, what are you feeling over there, man?
I'm telling you, this is really smooth. We're not giant fans of stouts. You may not have known that, but it doesn't matter. We'll drink any beer, especially free beer. That's one of my favorites.
Exactly.
So this thing comes in as a clean Huck session at 7%.
Ooh, there you go.
And I really like this orange.
You picking up the orange?
I really like the orange in here.
So the thought on that, at Christmas you get those foil-wrapped oranges. You whack them.
I love them.
Open.
He got me one. I'd never seen one
So
before.
my wife
they're
grew
great.
up with those things. I'd never had one before. She
Yeah.
got me one.
Best.
I'm like, this is fantastic. So we made a chocolate stout, and we put natural orange in it. And we did it last year. It was wildly popular. This year it was still moving just as well. It's kind of that thing that's Christmas for us.
Yeah, I remember
this
drinking
is-
it last
And
year.
Lord knows nobody wants a spruce beer.
Well, you never know. But I'm going to give it a 4.75. It's good, strong beer, very tasty, nice and smooth. I mean, look at this glass lacing. This is
Lacing's
nice.
good on it.
Very
Well,
nice
yeah.
beer.
So over here with the Coal Miner's Daughter, which is the dry Irish stout, which is now available in bottles, which is really cool. 4.5%, so not quite a Huck session. So that's probably the one thing that I would criticize about this beer. But otherwise, man, like Huck was saying, I'm not a big stout guy, porters and stuff. That's not our thing. But this is not beating you over the head with super. Yeah, I mean, like with most stouts, you're getting a little bit of coffee kind of espresso taste or whatever. But it's really, really freaking smooth, man. Like this, I guess it's just sort of that milky smoothness. It's not lingering too long on the tongue for me. It's just going down nice and easy. So let me just check real quick.
Give it another taste there, DreZ. See what you can find.
Yeah, man. I like that this is a stout that's not too stouty.
Right.
I think some of them are trying like too hard to be like, oh, I'm a big badass stout. No, this one's just nice and smooth. Very, very drinkable. I think I might be with you right around there with a 4.75. If it was a higher ABV, this could be a 5 stout.
Yeah,
in my
the
book.
dry stout, we're within range on stylistically, and they're not supposed to be huge. They're kind of what you
We
drink after
know
you come
that.
in.
We know that. We just don't
Come on
care.
now.
We want big beers.
We like big beers.
You got to do light beers. The fact is that you can only sell one big beer, but you can sell 4 of the other ones, and I can get up off my bar stool when I'm done. So
I guess that is a good point. I mean, you need to have a variety.
There's a reason we call it a Huck session beer. They're
Because you drink one and the session's done.
No, they're all session beers to me.
Oh yeah.
I will go to a barley wine festival. I won't remember what happened, but I will go.
Well, what a great segue. Speaking of which, I think the ABVs will get knocked up a peg or two
the next show?
on the next segment. Actually, we're going to take a quick break. We'll play a tune, and then we're going to open up a couple ones I think that you're really going to like. Huck Session
right.
beers from Parkway coming up next.
Right.
Stick around.